I wasn't what I thought I was. So when I got into CrossFit, it totally changed my perspective on it. I mean, you got guys that had lost like 25 pounds, and you guys are ripping up and everything. We don't have the supplements you guys have and stuff like that, but I mean, with the little food that we got, man, we're ready.
A year ago, we were approached by some of the offenders to come in and host an event like this, and I have to tell you, I had no clue how to even get it going. We do a lot on this unit, but as far as a competition, athletic competition, we had not ventured out that way. But when we were approached, I knew exactly which one of my volunteers could handle this, and so Mark Wheeler and I started working together to see what we could get done, and he reached Matthew with brute strength, and everything started clicking at that point. And I, as the founder of Disciples for Christ, have to admit, I never even thought about doing anything like this.
Yeah, and when I actually first heard about it, my first reaction was like, man, that sounds like a lot of fun. And so I called up my business partner. I was like, man, we get this cool opportunity. We get to go to a prison and like go compete against these guys, and like these guys think that they can hang with us. I was like, let's go. And the more we talked about it, he was like, are you sure you want to do this? I was like, yeah, I'm positive I want to do it. And I got his thoughts on it, and his thoughts were, Matt, like, this is more than just about having fun. He's like, the impact you're going to make on these people's lives is going to be the difference maker for you and putting on this event. So he's like, if you have any indecisiveness of doing this, he's like, I'm going to tell you that your best choice would be to do it, because it's going to be less about it being a fun event. It's going to be more about you walking away taking away something that you would never have imagined.
My name is Ryan Souter. I'm from Covington, Kentucky. Like, my expectations for this going into this, like, we have no idea what it's gonna look like, what we're gonna have access to. So it's kind of just gotta adapt, and that's what CrossFit is all about, right? So this will be the ultimate test.
My name is Zach Souter. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I mean, I didn't expect to go to a prison to work out, but it's cool, it's unique. Most of the competitions you go to are pretty much the same, but this will definitely be unique. Workout that I like the most is gonna be the one with the sandbag in it. We're doing some sandbag cleans, some squats, and then some pull-ups, so I think that one will be a lot of fun. The workout I think the prisoners have the best chance at beating us on is the one with, it's a bunch of push-ups and a bunch of crunches, like sit-ups, and I feel like that's like their specialty. I feel like they'll do good at that one, so we'll see what they got.
My name is Brigham Nelson. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. So how I heard about the prison games was just by passing. Matt was talking about it and asked me if I'd be interested, and I kind of really just jumped at the opportunity, try and relate to a crowd that is gonna be unlike anything I've probably done before. I think my first expectations in hearing about the prison games was, okay, like is it gonna be dangerous or anything like that? And then looking it up, doing a little bit of research, and like seeing these guys on camera on some other things that have gone on has just let me know that they have a personality just like everybody else, right? And so now I feel a lot more expectations to provide value to them, right? So I think I'm gonna get so much value from them, and I just badly want to provide that same value to them and help them. And so that's why I think CrossFit is so special, is because there's this constant feeling that you're gonna have from doing these workouts. You're gonna feel good from it. We know this, right? That's science based off of health. And then we also know that there's this variety of CrossFit that is gonna allow us to do something different and kind of surprise ourselves, and we don't know what it's gonna be like every day. And then with that, you're always gonna be growing, and you're always gonna be finding out new things about yourself.
Right? So we're pulling up to the prison gate, and they start searching our vehicle. They start searching us. They're going through everything. And like things start becoming more realistic to me.
When I first heard about the prison games and I was asked to do it, honestly, I was kind of intimidated and nervous about it, but I knew I couldn't pass up this opportunity.
So I'm excited about the programming for the prison games because I think it's going to highlight some of the strengths of our athletes with Bruce Strength, but also challenge them with what I believe, from what I know, could be some movements that the prisoners do like all the time.
Yeah, I think the event I'm looking forward to most in these prison games is the first one. It's got running, air squats, and burpees, but the thing I like about it is synchro, and me and my brother kind of, I think we have an advantage being brothers and getting to work out together a lot, so I think that'll be our best event.
Coach, good to have you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to have, Mario, right?
So Julio.
I want to have you go ahead and go in first, so because you got the equipment.
I got the rest of it.
Everybody's got their Matthew. You got your bucket right here. Just we'll have to put everything in it. We'll open up to the baggies for that right there.
You want to do that now? Or do you want to open up in front of them?
Yeah, open up in front of them.
I'm Officer McKenzie. I'm with the Contraband Interdiction Team. I'll be your escort to the chapel.
From the moment we got there, like we're getting checked in and everything, super intimidating. They have all these gates, super intimidating, like kind of like trying to act tough, like without even realizing it.
Our chapel was, I was here when they were building it in '97, and it was Chapel of Hope. Back then things looked a lot different.
Back to those days. I was running in one place. Set a pace. Feel like I've been running in one place. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. I've been feeling great. I've been feeling how I should, how I really should. Been growing up way too fast, like where's my childhood? Lyrics legendary like I am Robin Hood. Flow is flowing good like I am some driftwood. Doing things I said I can't win.
For all the names, I'll keep asking. Awesome.
Going down.
What was your name?
Randall.
Randall.
They call me Rodeo.
So do you want me to call you Randall or Rodeo?
Rodeo.
A Rodeo? Okay.
Don't call him anything but Rodeo. He won't answer.
Okay. What was your name?
Red.
Red?
Red.
Oh, you're the 57-year-old. That's awesome, and you made, that's good, that's awesome. So when I'm your age, I hope I'm as fit as you. That's the goal. That's what CrossFit's all about. This is a good example.
Only free medication you get in
That's
prison.
right. It's
your
true.
workout.
It's very true. And outside, I mean, it's not necessarily free outside, but you can go do it wherever you want, you know? You don't have to go to a gym to do it. And that's what people in the real world are missing out on. They're so busy on their phones, they're so busy with work, they're so busy with everything that the world is determining is successful, and they forget about taking care of themselves and being really happy. Yeah.
But every man in this room wants to be a better man. We want to be better than we were yesterday. And we've gone completely against the grain for the history of Texas prison. This has never happened in the history of Texas prison since these prisons have been made, and we've gone completely against the grain. Now, in doing that, it's been a CrossFit obstacle in its own. But I want to say this, look around real quick, look at everybody. It's a real life miracle happening right now. This is a miracle happening right in front of you guys. And I say that not just to my brothers, but I say it for y'all. for everybody who's in here, officers and free will. This is a miracle. Hey man, we're all different. We're all different, but we have something in common. We want to be better men.
In history here, y'all. Nobody else in the whole system is doing anything like this.
We already won,
We
man.
were the first ones, all right? So we're trailblazers, y'all. You guys live in this moment right now. It's all about today. You put everything out there right now, right this minute. You've been given this opportunity. Take it.
We already
God's
won.
giving you the gifts to do this thing. Let's do it together. Let's bring it in, y'all. Bring it in. Out there, man. Get fired up. We
Me and him gonna excel in the big boy stuff. If we get on that tire, we're gonna mow him down, man. They let us get on that tire. It's strength and explosiveness. That's what we're gonna get him at.
Sprint, anything, burpee, push-ups.
That's my partner right there, man. The only thing that's gonna be hard is when we do the fireman carry, because he's like a solid 240 pounds.
Explosive.
Nobody else want to carry him, so.
Man, this guy can't count, and he always keeps saying it's no rep. We haven't even started yet. So no rep.
That's all I know.
He thinks every number starts with no rep.
It's gonna be tough to win if we don't get one single rep. If we get last place, you know why? Our judge.
He's like, run another lap.
Our judge.
How's the turn?
What's up?
Feel ready for the run now?
Yeah. The turn over there is a little bit sketchy, but I found if you like grab the fire hydrant to help you like not slip. I don't know if that's legal or not, but I'll do it until I get called out.
Put your ones up if you're ready. 19, are you ready?
Yeah!
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let the game begin.
That was a little harder than I wanted it to be.
Wasn't that bad. Okay, no, it was fun. It was fun.
I think it was important to set the pace early. Hold on. At one point, Zach was like, I think we were ahead by quite a bit, and Zach's like, slow down, we don't need to go any faster.
I think we went pretty fast out the gate. Kind of made them chase us a little bit, you know what I mean? Because like pacing, that's a big advantage. So we try to make them chase us in the first round and then hold on to a good pace.
Yeah, we want these guys to get the experience, so I don't think they want us to come in here and like take it easy. So
no sandbags.
We're gonna hurt just like we do every day in training. So it was good.
Each other hurting. They didn't stop though. They didn't stop.
4,000 to 5,000 calories a day.
Like four or five. Like 4,000 calories like on like a low day.
Yeah.
And then like if I'm training a lot, try to get like 5,000 calories in. You gotta eat, man. That's the only way your muscles will keep recovering. Eat and sleep, man.
Yeah.
Like sleep, all you can sleep.
What is your average of sleeping, man?
I try to get 9 hours.
9 hours?
Like every night, you know what I mean? In bed by like 9:30.
Yeah.
You know, 10 o'clock at the latest. And if not, like this morning we had to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. I was like, got up, I was like, oh God. Got my coffee, but like, yeah, try to sleep as much as you can, man. That's where you make all your gains. Yeah. You know, train hard and recover hard.
One thing about the program that a lot of people hasn't took heed to is the fact that by us going and training in these gyms, and we're learning discipline.
Yeah.
We're learning how to accept positive criticism, and a lot of us have problems with that.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, our
you
pride.
have to be humble, man. You have to be humble.
Our pride, and that's why, unfortunately, that's what got a lot of inmates in here is, you know, the fact that, you know, our pride. You know, we don't want to accept criticism. We veer off of, you know, what we're supposed to be doing, just the same like this workouts.
Yeah.
You know, doing your squats. You know, no rep. Do it right, and we're like, you know, I don't want you.
You don't do it right, it don't count. You know, just like life, man. You gotta do it right.
Exactly.
If not, like, there's consequences.
For some of us, this might just be a start. Maybe someone's encouraged you to get involved in this, and for you, this might be just a start to get things going in the right way in your life. And I hope that after this time, you start having a vision. I couldn't see it. I I mean, almost 33 years ago, I couldn't see it. I was looking at a life sentence I knew 20 years before I even started coming up for parole. And I started having to look at something different in my life and look at my life differently. I didn't understand how I was going to do this time, but I knew that I had to have a different vision about my life. Don't dream about tomorrow if you're not working on today. The only way you're going to get somewhere is start planning. Use that vision, start planning, and then put some action to that vision that you have. I'd rather take a step in faith and do something than to stand still in fear and do nothing. Some of the times we won't take action because we don't think we can do it. Or we're afraid of what she might say. Or we're afraid of what they might do. Or we're afraid they'll turn us down again. Or we're afraid of what this might happen. Or I'm afraid if I get going, I'll quit.
Common that we want to do more and that we want to be better. Now look at what that vision led to us. When other people could not see it, we got flags, we got brute strength, disciples for Christ. These are what visions can lead to. Visions for a better day tomorrow. But don't be a slave, like Cruz said, to somebody else's perception.
Different things. So what we want to do is we want to show the world that, you know, we are changed people.
Get up there.
And, you know, like you said, everybody's got a problem and been through some things, but through perseverance, through helping each other out, and with outside help, with guys like you guys coming in, volunteers like Disciples for Christ, all those guys, it's a collaborative thing to like rehabilitate guys. You know, let guys know that we actually are still cared for out there in the world. You know, because like a lot of us are like we don't have families and stuff like that, so we're just kind of like we don't know what our worth really is. But when you guys come in, when you guys show us, you guys tell us, you know, that means a whole lot to us. It takes us to that next level of, you know, knowing that we're cared for, knowing that we have a purpose and we're able to kind of move forward with that. And so, man, we're just blessed to have you guys here. It's really cool.
The food?
Well, we're delighted to be here.
Who are you guys?
We're Rosie Joe Meals, so
Okay.
we're in Temple, but we've worked with Brute
Put you into this line of work?
CrossFit. So I was a CrossFitter and I was a chef. I mean, that's what I did. So I started meal prepping for people, and then it kind of grew from there. So now I have a meal prepping business, and I get to go around and cook for cool people like Brute Strength and two of my passions.
I want to go next to you guys.
Yeah, man.
I want to go next.
Come on.
Say, can we let somebody know we want?
First 3 rounds, big breath, like every rep, like don't hold your breath and try to like go real fast. Just try to like breathe through it. You know, breathe at the top, breathe at the bottom. Just try to keep breathing. You gotta get that oxygen into those muscles.
I don't even know if I could do that. Can you do it in like slow motion?
Oh, you know I can.
You're working your ass.
You gotta start with the right.
See how long you can go.
Then you gotta come back down.
What if you gotta go right?
Start with the right. It's a good motion. And then you gotta. Then you got it. Keep going.
Why are you shaking so bad, Brigham?
It's bar. It's bar. You know, New York.
It's the bar. Do you do like the corn on the cob?
See, I could, but I hurt my elbow.
Hey, if you hurt your elbow. It was good. It was grippier than I expected. I think the pull-up bars, one, not using grips was hard, and then two, it's just slippery.
You know, we don't have, I was telling, they were asking about power cleans and stuff, and we threw some sand in a rice bag from the kitchen and tied it up with a horse barn bag and threw some duct tape around it.
The fact that they sit there and choose that, like, hey, I want to be this type of person, regardless of what's happened to me in the past. I'm not gonna let that define me, but I'm gonna be refined for it and move forward and be this type of person that's the true hero, right? And I'm just glad that I got to see that example.
This experience, it humbled me. It made me know that there's other people out there in the world that actually care about me. And so that right there in itself, it drove me. And I was just, you know, I wanted to do something better for myself and someone else. And so this whole experience in itself, man, I'll never forget it. This is something I'm so happy that Brute Strength decided to be a part of this with us. And, you know, it showed me that, you know, somebody actually cared about us out there in the world. So it's contagious, and it's something that we want to do for someone else also.
And now that we're wrapping things up, like it's so true. Like, it's all hitting home. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've personally cried, you know, a couple times. Every single one of my coaches have cried at least once today, just embracing these guys around us and just taking in everything and having one day for these guys to kind of step out from, you know, the prison cell and almost feel like they're part of, you know, the free world for one day. Just be able to provide that opportunity, and in part, it saddens me that we have to leave these guys, because I feel like I've made, you know, about 100 friends today.
Right.
And that's, yeah, it's going to be tough to walk away, but it's going to drive me to come back later. So yeah, hopefully we'll keep this event going. They did beat us in one event today, so yeah, I'm not. Those two boys, Ryan and Zach, unfortunately have to walk home now. But that drives me.
Saw the best in me when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. Glory to the Lamb of God, because he saw the best in me. Thank you, Lord. When everyone else around could only see the worst in me. That's the type of love our Savior has for us. He saw the best in me. Oh, when everyone else around could only see the worst in me. I hope y'all can get this in your spirit today, cause God sees the best in you. He saw the best in me. Declare it right now. When everyone else around could only see the worst in me. Has it reached where it needs to go? If it has, sing with us. He saw the best in me. He saw the best in me. Oh, and everyone else around could only see the worst in me. You see, there's another truth that you need to keep down in your soul. And he's mine, I'm his. It doesn't matter what I did, cause he only sees me for who I am. Oh, y'all declare that with me. He's mine, I'm his. It doesn't matter what I did, cause he only sees me for who I am. Oh, Lord, thank you, Lord, that you're mine. He's mine, I'm his. Lord, it doesn't matter what I did, cause he only sees me for who I am. And y'all sing this with me, come on, somebody say, he's mine, he's mine, I'm his. It doesn't matter what I did, cause he only sees me for who I am. What did he see? What did he see? He saw the best. What did he see? The best. Y'all said, what did he see? The best. I said, what did he see? The best. I said, what did he see? The best. What did he see? The best. What did he see? The best. Y'all know what did he see? The best. My Savior saw the best. When nobody else saw, he saw. Best. He saw the good things. And he saw the love. He saw with grace. The eyelids of his unconditional goodness. He saw. He saw. He saw. He saw the best in me. Yo! Y'all sing it with us. When everyone else around could only see the worst in me. Thank you, Lord. Ain't God good today, right now? He's looking, he's saw.